registered on eBay and we're ready to list our first item for sale. Returning to the site, let's sign in using the account that we created. And once we sign in, we'll be brought back to the main eBay page. Before we start selling, let's discuss a couple of things. First, you need to ask yourself, what type of seller am I going to be? Am I going to be an individual seller, or is this going to be something that I want to make a business out of? The answer to that question determines how we sell on eBay. If I'm just an individual seller wanting to sell things around my home, I'm going to list my items differently and perhaps make different decisions than if I want to make a business on eBay selling a particular novelty, craft, or I have an inventory of items that I constantly want to move. We're going to focus on, in this lesson, the individual seller. Someone that just wants to sell something that they have laying around their house, maybe something they don't use anymore, and they want to sell it on eBay to try to make some money. So once we have signed in to sell, we go up here to our toolbar and click Sell. If you've been following along the tutorial and you created your account and haven't done anything else, the screen will prompt you to enter your address and phone number. I've already done that before the recording to protect personal information, but you will be prompted at this time to enter an address and a phone number. Enter valid information, your real address and your real phone number. Even if you're an individual seller, you're still representing yourself on eBay as a seller, which acts like a business, so you have to provide valid information in order to get paid. So, to start here, you tell us what you're selling. You tell eBay what you want to sell. Now, before we look at this, let's go over here real quick to Google. And take a look here at items that we cannot list on eBay or that are restricted. And you see there's quite a list here. Let's talk about a couple. Alcohol is generally not permitted on eBay, with some exceptions. You cannot list live animals or wildlife products, body parts, active credit cards, digital gift cards, money, actual currency, etc. And you can see the list here of all the items. If I click something, like for example gift cards, it'll tell me what's allowed, what's restricted, and what's not allowed. Make sure you don't list an item that's not allowed on eBay for sale. Inadvertently, if you're listing in a category that you think might be restricted, make sure you check this list before you place your item on eBay. Don't have your listing ended and your account potentially suspended for listing an item that was restricted or banned. I didn't know typically won't work as a reason. Make sure you understand this list and what you can and cannot list on eBay. So this is the basic tool, and we also have an advanced tool. It says we recommend you don't list if you don't switch. The advanced tool is for high volume sellers. Okay, we'll stay with the basic tool. So tell us what you're selling. Okay, I'm going to sell a Nintendo 3DS XL. Now, I'm not actually going to list this item on eBay. I'm just going to take you through the process of listing an item. So it says the product shown in this category, okay? 3DS latest model, black and blue, looks good to me. So we're going to click the link, sell one like this. What this does is it pre-fills in information about the item so you don't have to fill in the information. So the title, latest model, NTSC, we'll say with 5 games. Condition, this is very important. Not accurately listing the condition of an item is a reason a buyer can file a complaint after the sale and potentially get their money back and not have to pay for your item. Make sure the condition you list is accurate for your item. If it's not new, don't say it's new. Open the box and played one time is not new. That is used. Accurately represent your item or you will create problems for yourself, customer service issues for yourself, and potentially lose out on money from sales. So this is a new item. We can add a photo. I'm going to use the stock photo. If you have a used item, you must upload at least one actual photo of your device. You can only use the stock photo for a new item. So it reads the product description. We can add some item specifics. All right, bundled items, games. All right, it comes with games. It was manufactured in, we'll just say it's Japan. This really isn't important unless you're shipping your item outside of the country, but it's good to say it. All right, new, unopened 3DS XL Blue Edition. And we can change our font here. We can also switch to the HTML editor, which gives us far more options. So let's do that quickly. And I can write some HTML here. So I can say, for example, if I want to boldface it, for example, I can do that. All right, list as. Do I want it to be an auction or do I want to sell it for a fixed price? Fixed price means there's no bidding. I'm selling it for $25. If I have more than one item to sell and I want to do it in one listing, I must use fixed price. I can't auction multiple items in the same listing. I'm going to auction it. Starting price is $5. Add a buy it now so I can get it without bidding. So if I check this box, I can add a buy it now price. Now, the buy it now price must be 30% greater than the starting price. So I can't list a starting price of $150, for example, and a buy it now of $160. It must be at least 30% higher. Price your item at or below $162. Similar items sold. So it kind of gives you a general price range of where to price your item. You're free to set whatever price you want. This range will give you the best chance of selling your item. I'm going to turn buy it now off. Duration, we can list it for 3, 5, or 7 days, depending. Now how you'll ship it, it'll select the shipping for you. So we're going to send it priority mail. It gives you a range. Do you want to ship it outside of the United States? That is totally up to you. International shipping can be a pain. It can attract more buyers. Some items are restricted from export. So this is totally up to you and beyond the scope of this course. We can offer free shipping to attract more buyers. Remember, if you also offer free shipping, your final value fee will be lower, as you will not be paying 10% of your collected shipping in final value. So we're going to offer free shipping on this item. There's my PayPal address, my item location. How much time am I going to take to handle it? Handling time before I ship it. This is important that you accurately make this choice. If it's going to take you 2 days, don't put same day. If you put same day, the system will expect you to ship the item the same day you sold it. I would always, even if you know same day 95% of the time, I'd put 1 business day. You don't want the system to tell a buyer, expect your item on such and such date based on your shipping of same business day, and you didn't ship it until the next day, and it doesn't come till the following Monday because the next day they would have received it on a Saturday. Don't make that mistake. Handling time, list an accurate handling time. Are you going to accept returns, yes or no? If you say yes, you will increase your sales. You also now have to deal with, well, I don't like it. Can I send it back? Return with 14 days for money back. Buyer pays shipping. We're going to buy it at a post office or we're going to buy it online. How we want to buy our postage. Typically, you'll buy your postage after your item sells. And we can list it. Or we can save for later or preview. I'm going to preview this listing. And here's what it'll look like on eBay if I actually were to list it. I can see the number of bids. If I'm a buyer, I can place a bid. We see our seller's information over here. We're going to make payments with PayPal, and there's our return, and here's our item description and our shipping and payment details that we just put in. So, here's how we list an item on eBay. Now I'm going to close this out. I'm going to return to eBay.com because I do not want to sell a 3DS. I don't want to actually list that because I do not have a 3DS for sale. So in this video, we looked at listing an individual item for sale if you were an individual seller. I just want to sell something around the home to make a little extra money. Maybe I have an antique I want to get rid of. I want to sell some furniture. I want to sell a comforter, whatever it is. I'm not doing this for a business. I'm just selling individual items.